All right, the next matchup tonight is going to be a contender match. We got the Owls versus the Sea Turtles. Let's go ahead and get into the stats here. Look at the stats from these two teams, how they're going to match up in tonight's game. Um, Neither one of these teams are looking too powerful. They're both pretty even in record. 6 game spread. Owls look to be 6 games behind the Sea Turtles, but in RSC, 6 games is not that much. They're pretty close in goals for. Goals against. The Owls are almost 40 goals have been scored on the Owls more than the Sea Turtles. That's a pretty big gap. Noticing that everything else is pretty close. Um, so what I would like to see is the Owls can play good defense, good enough to keep the ball out of their net, and see if they can bring this up and take the win tonight.
Absolutely, it'll be interesting to see what they can do. Another team I'm familiar with, the Hawks. They're a bunch of good guys, and then we'll see what the Owls are up to as well. I know they've been working hard, and be interesting to see.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the player stats for tonight. For this contender matchup. What I like to see from the Owls, I'm pretty sure we've seen the Owls Monday, if I'm not mistaken, or sometime last week. And Corrupt Arrow is really a difference maker for the Owls. Um, he puts him, he does what he needs to do, and he is the one that is going to put the team on his back. Shooting 41%, 34 goals in 25 matches, 20 assists. He's all around just a I hate to say hard carry, but it seems to be a hard carry for the Owls.
Well, sure, it sure does seem like a lot of the Owls' production is coming through him. It'll be interesting to see if their second and third teammates can also get involved.
That is true. The Sea Turtles, they look a little bit more spread out in stats. They have two people, One Shot Wonder and that guy, who are shooting above 40%. We're not going to try with names again. Um,
Well, we'll try our best, but no promises. That's for sure.
they look like One Shot Wonder and Lang are going to be connecting with each other a little bit more. And Chad's going to be getting in there where he's at, where he can, and maybe playing a little bit more defense from Chad. We'll have to see. Teriyaki doesn't seem like he seems like he has been not around for as much games. So I like to see if he's going to get any playing time tonight.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because I mean, you look at the Owls roster and they've got four guys with comparable amounts of playing time. They all seem to contribute. It'll be interesting to see what lineups we see and what teams can really make things click here. You know, two teams that are still very much in contention for playoff spots, 13 and 19 for the Owls and 19 and 13 for the Sea Turtles. I'm excited to see these two teams.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, a 6 game difference isn't much for RSC, so anything could happen in this series. I expect it to be much closer than the last series that we watched, where the game difference was way larger than 6.
Yes, you know, um, should be fun to watch. You know, both these teams have proven they can compete, and we'll just have to see. I think we're still waiting for the Sea Turtles to join the lobby. I imagine we'll
And we'll
start.
get us right underway for this game number 2.
Yep, out of the contender tier, I believe.
That is right.
Well, what did you see, Noobs? You know, did you see anything from our previous series? You know, what did you think were the keys to success there for the polar bears?
I think they were just playing better as a team. They felt like they were connecting more on passing plays, maybe better clears, more dominant. when it came to offense. Definitely, like I felt like every time the polar bears were on the offensive side of the field, they were scoring, and
Hmm.
the Hawks is not as much. So
Yeah, well, hard to argue when you see the final score line. Yeah.
right.
So we've seen that there's a lot of even play here between the Owls and the Sea Turtles roster. Who do you think is going to step up the most?
Um, for the Owls, I definitely think it's going to be Corrupt. Um, Corrupt is a really good player for Contender, and um, I think we can expect him to definitely show out. For the Sea Turtles, I'm not really sure. The main three there have pretty good stats. They're pretty close to even to each other, and I'll be interested to see which one of them come up and step up on stream and show out.
Yeah, we'll see what we have to contend with in
Ooh.
this final match. You know, as we wait for the teams to join. Yeah, it'll be fun to see. And like I said, full disclosure, I am a little biased because Owls are in the franchise that I'm in.
Whoa!
But yeah, two in a row. But
Right.
we'll be as non-biased as
Chat
possible.
says chat says 3 out of 10 on that pun.
3 out of 10. Hey,
Yeah.
that's two more than most people give me on my jokes. So
What
I'll
was
take
what was what was
I'll
the
take
one
it.
earlier? What was
I'll
the
take
one earlier you said?
uh
That was definitely
the
like a
two
one out
the
of
two
ten.
the two leaves. I
Yeah, that was
couldn't
definitely.
believe it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
couldn't believe it. Yeah, that was like a 1 out of 10.
that's that's fair to be honest.
Um, I'm not sure what's going on right now, guys. We're just waiting on one more person to get into the match, and then we'll get it
Yeah.
started for you.
Yep.
While
Just
that's going on, you'll just have to sit here and listen to our
us,
beautiful voices, right?
I
And our
guess.
bad
Yeah.
and in your bad puns. I don't want to say our because I haven't said any bad puns yet tonight.
That's
Not
fair.
that creative. Um,
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Well, Al don't believe that we've been waiting this long, but we'll get into it. We just
it's a
we just gotta
caster.
wait.
It's a caster team. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
When it comes to puns, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Well, it's been fun to see, at least in our franchise, seeing the Owls. Another team that I know they've been working hard together to get better and make themselves a contender, and I think they've been pretty close to doing that. Like I said, they're only 6 games under 500, only halfway through the season. They have every chance and all the motivation to become, real playoff threats, especially as we get into the back half of the season. I know their captain Def Boy has been very enthusiastic in making sure that they work hard.
but I haven't got to watch much contender games
Mm-hmm.
from this season. But from what I can tell, it's definitely a good one. There's a lot of good teams, and they're all fighting for that top spot. From what I've seen, I know there's been a couple tournaments around the backside for the contender, and I've watched a little bit of it, and they seem to have a lot of good teams working towards the playoffs and all trying to go for the win.
Yeah, yeah, just a lot a lot of competition, and
Oh.
if it isn't obvious, we are stalling for time. So,
Holy! All right, sounds
oh,
good.
right. So we've got got should the
Yeah.
Sea Turtles should be making their way into the lobby momentarily.
So slowly, of course. Sea
Yeah,
turtles only go so fast, and so we had to stall a little bit of time for them.
yeah, they're just really getting into their team name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're making their way to shore.
All
Oh
right, so we'll
no!
have to see what lineups these teams put out. As like we said, both teams have given significant playing time to their fourth guy. I mean, I'm not even sure you can call anyone the fourth guy on the Owls. They've been spreading things out
Right.
pretty evenly. So we'll just have to see. We've got Corrupt, Arrow, Death Boy, and Reeve for the Owls against Shadow, Landgill, I think. Might need some pronunciation help on that one. And then one
We can
shot
just call
wonder.
him Lan, if that's fine with you.
Lan. Yeah. Until someone corrects us,
Yeah, until
it'll be
somebody
Lan.
corrects this. Somebody said that it was French earlier. I'm not very fluent in French. I don't know about you, but
Absolutely not. All right. Nice early play here. Def Boy going for the pass into the corner, misses it a little bit. Nice dangerous ball from Reeves early on over Lan. Shadow with a nice save. Not quite able to get the clear though. One shot wonder smartly plays it off of his back wall. Reeve gets a touch, but not enough to really affect what's going to happen here. One shot playing it dangerously off the side, and Corrupt with a clear as things start to settle in here a little bit after 30 seconds.
yeah, this has been back and forth. No one team has much pressure after the first 30 seconds, and that's
And
it.
one shot wonder with a fake. You know, he gets the ball in from Shadow, reads it off the ceiling, plays it off the ceiling himself, flies up, and that's a tough spot to be in for Def Boy. But full credit to One Shot Wonder for putting a dangerous ball on net and converting.
Apparently, it is Lan Jill with a J.
Land. All right, we try our best. Landgill.
Lan Jill, and that's a miss from Reeve on a shot into the orange net opportunity, and Corrupt Arrow is going to try to put another one in. Chad with a good clear. Death Boy Jr. pass back to Reeve. Reeve's going to put it in. Pass back to Death Boy Jr. and a shot on net here from Death Boy Jr.
Oh, that is a nice play there from Reeve and Def Boy. Reeve dribbles up smartly. He's patient. He gets it around one. He sees that, yes, he could try to force a shot in, but Def Boy is playing perfectly in the middle, lays it off nicely, and no mistake there from Def Boy to tie the game.
That is definitely a good play. Chad off the side wall is going to try to get it into the blue half. One shot wonder misses. One-on-one Chad versus Reeve. Chad with a flick. Reeve with a good 50, keeping the ball out of his own net. Reeve is going to get a good clear outfield here. Misses. Corrupt Arrow to back him up. One shot wonder just hits it right around Corrupt Arrow. Landgill and Landgill with a chance at a shot misses. Def Boy Jr. with a good clear. One shot wonder keeping up the pressure. Pass over to Landgill. Landgill with another chance at a shot and puts it in with the 50 with Corrupt Arrow.
Yeah, Corrupt gets a little turned around, but he gets placed in a tough position because of a great pass from One Shot Wonder. And Landgill, as we now know is how to say that, puts it away 2-1.
That is a good play. That is two good passing plays that we've seen already in this game. And that kind of gets me excited for this series.
Absolutely. It's good to see the teams working in sync and finding each other out there on the field.
Def Boy Jr. is going to hit it up. Pass to Reeve. Reeve hits it across the field straight to Landgill. Landgill takes control. Corrupt Arrow with a good 50 to keep the ball in pressure. Def Boy Jr. hit off the sidewall. Nobody's there. Chad is going to pass it over to One Shot Wonder. One Shot Wonder is going to take it up the sidewall. Flick tries to get it over Corrupt Arrow. Reeves is going to keep it in. Corrupt Arrow with a miss on the ball in the center field. One Shot Wonder clears it off to the right side. Going to try to get a pass center here. Def Boy Jr. Reeve is going to keep it out of the net with a good save. Corrupt Arrow's got a little time here. Pass over to Reeve. Reeve misses. And Landgill is going to be on this. Def Boy Jr. keeping it in.
Yeah, some more pressure here from the Owls. They're being at least a little bit more threatening. But Def Boy decides to go back, let Reeves take over this play. He passes it off to Corrupt, just a little wide.
Reeves is going to be on his own back half here, keeping the ball out, giving his teammates time to get back. Chad passes it straight down back to Reeves. Corrupt Arrow is going to put this in for good pressure from the Owls. One Shot Wonder, good clear high over the blue team. Reeve with a little bit of back and forth here coming out from both teams. See if one team can try to take pressure here. Def Boy Jr. with a hit up the side wall. One Shot Wonder's up, Reeves up, both tactical whiffs from both teams.
Four straight, I think, before someone finally hits the ball, and it is Reeves.
Reeve is going to try for a flick here. Going to just go wide left. That was a good flick, but a little off target. Def Boy Jr. with a good 50 on the Sea Turtle side of the field. And this is good clear from Landgill straight into the net.
Yeah, you know, he sees the Owls a little bit out of position. That's a tough position for Corrupt to be in. Not his fault, you know, but Langell makes a nice play, pops it over him, doubles their lead, 3-1.
Chad's going to take this up the side wall. Keeping it in is going to be One Shot Wonder. One Shot Wonder drops it down off the ceiling. Deaf Boy Jr. with a good clear. Chadu keeps it back into the center, passes it off to Langell. Langell misses for the shot. Corrupt Arrow is going to get a chance to clear. That's Deaf Boy Jr. with the clear there. I thought he was going to leave it for Corrupt Arrow. Corrupt Arrow with a shot from up top. That's a good save from Chad, keeping it out of his net.
Yep. Deaf Boy Jr. smartly placing that one off to the side to try to start a counterattack.
Langell is going to keep the pressure here. Corrupt Arrow is going to clear it off out of the center. Interesting touch there from Corrupt Arrow. Reeve is going to read it, put it out. Deaf Boy Jr. going to pass it back center. Bumped by his own teammate. Langell with a good clear over the Owls' heads. Chad with a good 50 on Corrupt Arrow. This is going to bounce center for One Shot Wonder. One Shot Wonder misses the shot. Deaf Boy Jr. on the counterattack. 1v1 with Chad. Chad, good 50 to give his teammates time to get back. One Shot Wonder's going to clear this off to the left side. Try to get a pass center off of this touch. Langell takes his time, waits for the correct time to attack, puts it center for his team. Corrupt Arrow with a good clear. And this one looks like it's going to go to the Sea Turtles.
Yeah, for sure. You know, they were pretty dominant in possession, especially in the last minute or so, killing off the game. They'll take game one. Yeah. However, the Owls had some nice flashes of some good team plays. They were able to get a goal in. You know, you see they had about the same amount of shots, 6-7. I think they have every chance to come back in game 2, 3, and 4, but I'd love to see a little bit less of the double committing, but we'll see. And One Shot Wonder does not live up to his name with 4 shots.
Right. The one that counts, though. The one that went in. That was his one shot.
Oh yeah, you know what? Maybe that's what he means by One Shot Wonder. Like, he will get one goal, and that's it.
Definitely interested to see how the Owls can respond here. I don't think that they were completely dominated in the first match. Let's see if we have the same lineups here. No changes for the game 2 of this series. We're going to keep the same lineups.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think the Owls have to change everything either. We saw a lot of good things from them. I think we saw some tough rotations on defense that opened them up to some counterattacks that led to a couple of those goals. But as long as they can shore that up a little bit, they got a great chance here in game 2.
That is for sure.
But that is not an automatic thing to do against the Sea Turtles offense.
That is not. I think that the 2 of the 3 goals last game for the Sea Turtles were off counterattacks.
Yeah, I think so. As we see Deaf Boy following up a ball, he's not able to get to it, but Corrupt, plenty of time. Let's see what he does. Booms it down the field. Deaf Boy is waiting to make a touch. He leaves it off for Corrupt, who will get one more chance.
Reeves has a chance to air dribble into the net here. Fakes. Corrupt Arrow with a fake also.
It worked in game 1. There's a fake. Might as well try it again.
Chat wants... Everybody in chat, we notice you. Everybody that wants to be noticed, you're noticed.
Everyone feeling happy, I guess.
That's right. No, chat's just spamming, notice me, senpai.
Oh no.
Everybody. Corrupt Arrow going to take this up to the right wall. It's going to try for an air dribble here. Trying to go for the top corner. Deaf Boy Jr. with a chance for a shot off the backboard. See if Reeves can turn. One Shot Wonder with a good clear to relieve pressure for his team.
Good job from One Shot. Gets trapped a little bit under the ball there, and Corrupt's able to make a save. But I like what we're seeing here early from the Owls. They haven't made the same mistakes on defense yet, and they've actually threatened the net early on.
One Shot Wonder with a good pass attempt into center 50s with Corrupt Arrow. Langell going to take it off the side wall, off his first hit. Chad with a good clear, pass back to One Shot Wonder. Corrupt Arrow's going to pass center here. Chad's a little messed up in the net. Langell and One Shot Wonder with a pinch clear. Reeve off the back wall. Let's see what he can do. Chad with a try pass down center. Langelo's going to take control of this in his back half. Hit it out to the center. Deathboy Jr. takes a touch. Corrupt Arrow up. One shot wonder beats him to the ball. Reeves kind of awkward here. Chad throws it off the backboard. One shot wonder is going to put it into the corner.
Yeah, both teams with hard passes, and they're both about one touch away from something really threatening. See what team can actually break through, because I mean someone's got to score.
Reeve had a shot opportunity there, it looked like, but I guess he was messed up in the enemy net. Corrupt Arrow's going to hit it over one. Try to get a pass center here. Reeves with the chance at a shot. 50s with one shot wonder in front of the net. One shot wonder gets to clear. Deathboy Jr. misses. One shot wonder, a chance for a backboard hit here. Corrupt Arrow's up, going to read it, clear it out. Deathboy Jr. going to look for a touch, misses, going to control it into the corner. Flick over Langell. One shot wonders up to keep it in the blue half and keep up the pressure.
Yeah, just a lot of back and forth. Nobody threatening too much right now, but Corrupt's got a chance.
Langell with a great clear here to give his teammate time to get back. Reeve is going to try to put this one right back in. Chad with a good challenge over to the top corner. Corrupt Arrow off the backboard. One shot wonder back to the backboard. Langell is in the back waiting. Chad off the backboard. There's a lot more backboards here than I figured there would be for Contender.
Yeah, they're hitting the ball hard, not quite finding the frame as much as they'd like, but they're at least keeping the pressure up. Both teams now looking a little more dangerous in this final minute and a half.
Just getting to the last minute. No goals scored yet. Both teams. Good pressure on each other. Reeves back alone. One shot wonder with a chance at a shot. Good clear by Reeves. Reeves
nice
is up
play
10.
from Reeves. He's outnumbered and he's able to get a ball out of his own half, at least attempt to start to create a counterattack.
Up there with a challenge in the midfield on Chad. One shot wonder is going to put that back in. Reeves backwards with a great touch to get it out. On the back foot, one shot wonder with a shot. Corrupt Arrow with a save. Chad's going to put it back into the center. Try for a touch off the sidewall. Reeves off the backboard with a good clear. This is a chance for the Owls to put in a good counterattack, but Langell just puts it right back in. One shot wonder takes a touch, puts it back into the center. Corrupt Arrow with another good clear. Corrupt Arrow's going to try for a challenge here. Off into the corner. It's been a good minute, the last minute, with pressure from the Sea Turtles. Great defense from the Owls.
Yeah, and it's great to see that they're being a lot more cohesive on their back line. Dangerous ball immediately, though, at the start of this overtime.
One shot wonder up off the backboard. Corrupt Arrow with a chance to get it clear. Langell with a good challenge, keeping the ball into the blue half. A double commit by Reeves. Corrupt Arrow there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because it looks like Reeves had a pretty decent shot from his angle.
Deathboy Jr. is going to be up, trying to pass it down to Corrupt Arrow. Corrupt Arrow is going to rotate out. Deathboy Jr. also rotating out. Langell with the pass center. Up on the backboard. Deathboy Jr. with a great touch off the backboard to clear it out. Chad is going to put it back on the blue backboard for a pass to center. Corrupt Arrow with a good clear. Reeve and Deathboy Jr. double commit back half. One shot wonder with a shot off the sidewall. Corrupt Arrow with a good clear here. I think it's going to be a 1v1. Langell with a great patience and a great challenge there onto Corrupt Arrow.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to see the Owls, apply a little bit of pressure of their own here as we get about a minute into overtime. I like what Deathboy's doing. I know not all the plays are working out right now, but he's trying some different things, trying to do some dribbling, getting some passing done. Might pay off if they can get another opportunity or two.
And this is a chance, 2v1 opportunity for the Owls. One shot wonder with a great clear to give his teammates a chance to get back. Langell miss, Chad miss. Corrupt Arrow going to take it to the sidewall and go for an air dribble, it seems.
Yeah, looks like it. They had a little bit of a chance down the middle, but not quite able to catch up.
Ooh,
it's a little high.
Deathboy Jr. here going to take a challenge in the midfield. Langell's going to win. This is going to be a 2v2 situation. Pass from Langell to Chad. Chad's going to miss to the left. Reeves with an amazing save.
Yeah, game-saving save from Reeves, and he'll have one more chance right here to try to start something out of his own half.
Chad, another pass center. Deathboy on his back feet. Corrupt Arrow with a great clear here. One shot wonder is going to put it right back into the blue half. Reeve with a good back and forth clear to Langell. Langell takes control, goes up, fakes, comes back down. Chad's gonna be in a 1v2 opportunity for the Owls. Chad with a great clear here.
Yeah. Now Reeves is going to try to backtrack a little bit. Nice bump there. Opens
Great
up the
bump.
play. Death Boy trying to play out of his own half. Good touch from Langell, but only goes as far as Reeves.
Corrupt Arrow with a good beat. Chad with a great clear. One Shot Wonder's up. Let's see if he can make anything out of it. A pass to Chad. Double commit. One Shot Wonder's going to put it in. What a save!
A save from all three Owls combining to stuff Langell at the very last second. Good to see.
Death Boy Jr. gonna try to challenge one shot wonder passes to the center. Langell cheating back. Chad's gonna try to take a touch over Reeves, over Corrupt Arrow, over Death Boy Jr. Beat all three. A chance for a pass to One Shot Wonder. One Shot Wonder.
No!
A little too much.
It's as open as it gets. It goes a little wide, and now the Owls are on the counterattack. They've got a shot.
Reeves puts it back in for the Owls. Death Boy Jr. in the corner with One Shot Wonder, just giving him a hard way to go. One Shot Wonder flicks over Corrupt Arrow. Death Boy Jr. no boost here to do anything. A pass to the center. Reeves misses. A bump. Out, and no one's there to take the shot.
Yeah, just open nets. They're just going one team. These teams are getting the ball well down the field, but they're just missing that final touch to put one away. They both had their opportunities.
One Shot Wonder with a good shot opportunity here. Corrupt Arrow with a great clear to give his teammates time to get back. Chadu is going to take a dribble. Death Boy's going to touch it into the Sea Turtles half. Double commit from the Sea Turtles there. Reeves with a shot on net.
Nice shot from Reeves. He maintains the concentration after 9 minutes of play. Corrupt with a nice 50. Reeves in the perfect spot. And nicely and coolly puts that in the bottom corner. The Owls will take game number 2.
That was a wonderful overtime from both teams. Both teams had a lot of pressure in that match, and the mistake there was the double commit by the Sea Turtles on their midfield right there. Doubled both of them, and it was straight to Reeves, and their back guy wasn't back yet.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was good to see the Owls take advantage of that. We saw a decent amount of double commits throughout that game, but the Owls were able to maintain their concentration long enough that we're able to put one away, and it's good to see. It's good to see them get on the board.
That was definitely a great game all around from both teams. Wonderful, wonderful Rocket League played, and that just makes me even more excited for the rest of the series.
Yeah,
So,
you know, as we get into the back half of the series, it'll be interesting to see who shows up more. Like I said, there was a lot of shots that went open in that game, and you got to think these guys are only going to miss so many of them. So as we get into games 3 and 4, who's going to put away more of those opportunities?
right, who's gonna capitalize on the mistakes of the other team more? Seems like that's who's gonna win.
For sure, got to say probably whoever scores more is going to win game 3, if I had to guess.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, probably.
We'll have to watch and see, but
We'll have to watch and see as we get into game 3 with the Owls and the Sea Turtles. Should be starting any minute. One of the Sea Turtles is in.
you're gonna have a lobby remake?
I don't know. We got 2 of them now.
Oh, there's 2. You got all 3? Oh, the third one's not even in the lobby.
Well, I guess we're going.
Are they playing? So the Sea Turtles are
They're going to play shorthanded to begin this game number 3. And I would imagine they will probably have to focus on their counterattacking if this is going to work. Oh. All right, we have a third. Teriyaki has joined the match, and he will complete the Sea Turtles lineup here in game number 3.
Sea Turtles didn't ask for a remake here, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, well, I guess they didn't get punished for it. They didn't give up a goal, but yeah, I agree. You sure think they would.
Right. So after that, we're going to get back into it. Langelo's going to clear up the wall to Chad. Chad's going to take control. Teriyaki in his back half with a good clear. Langelo with the pass up to Teriyaki. Let's see if Teriyaki can put the center for a shot off the side wall.
He flips around it, but not quite able to get it on target. It might take a minute or two for Teriyaki to warm up after being out of the match for the first 2 games.
Yeah, it's definitely a factor, and he hasn't played much, anyways, in the season so far. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this affects the Sea Turtles losing One Shot Wonder.
Yeah, because I don't think the Sea Turtles were playing poorly, but obviously they trust Teriyaki. You know, he's played 11, 12 games, and Reeve
Good shot
against the run of play gets the ball off the wall from Def Boy, and nice placement from Reeves. He doesn't try to kill it. You notice he flips the hood of the top of his car into it and puts it where no defender is, and that's going to work.
Lanjo misses in front of the net. Teriyaki going to take a touch out straight to Reeves. Reeves going to put it up on the backboard. Chad with a miss in the corner. Corrupt Arrow is going to send this to his teammate. Def Boy Jr. is there. Lanjo with a good clear. Reeves chance at a shot off the backboard. Chad's up on the backboard for a clear. This is a great clear by Chad. Give his teammate a break. Teriyaki's actually going to turn. And that's a pass to Chad. Corrupt Arrow with a great clear out. Corrupt Arrow is going to take control. He's going to dribble one-on-one with Langell. Good flick, and it's going to be into the bottom left corner for Corrupt Arrow.
Nice play from Corrupt Arrow. Probably the best individual play of this series so far. He's able to get it on top of his car. Simple flick over the defender. 2-0 lead for the Owls.
And that's what I expected to see from Corrupt Arrow coming into this series regarding the stats is a lot of plays from him making the difference for his team. So
yeah, and it's good to see him wake up a little bit. You like to see good players playing their best, and you know, it was a good play.
Right. Teriyaki's going to take control here, try to flip over Def Boy Jr. Def Boy Jr. with a good 50. Reeves also a good 50 on the wall. Corrupt Arrow's going to go for another dribble here around Teriyaki and just left of the goal here. Chad's going to pass it to the center. Langell up for the clear, and Teriyaki both miss. A pass to the center by Def Boy Jr. Chad with a chance for a clear. Reeves off the right post. Def Boy Jr. takes that from Corrupt Arrow, and what a save by Teriyaki.
Yeah, he uses the near post smartly, but as soon as he does, Reeves is back at it again, and the Owls are just maintaining just an onslaught of pressure so far, and it's good to see them make adjustments throughout the series to improve their chances.
Reeves going to slow this one down in his own corner, give his teammates a little chance to get back. Reeves flick over Langell. Teriyaki with a missed touch. Def Boy Jr. with a shot. Chad with a save. Chad's going to go for an air dribble here. Over one. Chance to get it in the corner, but pass out to the center. Corrupt Arrow with a clear. Going straight down. Corrupt Arrow with a 50 on Langell in the center. Reeves has a chance for an opportunity. Corrupt Arrow's going to go for a dribble. Chad challenges with a good 50. Def Boy Jr. is going to keep this one in and keep the pressure up for the Owls.
It's a nice touch from Langell, but only as far as the corner, and Corrupt's got another chance for a goal.
Teriyaki is waiting to see what Chad's going to do with the ball. Corrupt Arrow with a good challenge, taking the ball away from Chad. Chad with a shot on net. Corrupt Arrow with a save. And Def Boy Jr. together. Langell with a good clear in his back half. Reeves is going to challenge him to keep the pressure up for the Owls. The Owls with great pressure here in game number 3.
Absolutely. It's a big difference from how they were performing in Game 1, and it's really good to see a team develop like that as a multiple game series goes on.
And this is what I expected going into Game 3 with the roster move. With the roster move from the Sea Turtles into Game 3, I expected this to maybe happen.
Yeah, and it's tough to maintain chemistry when you're switching people in and out. Obviously, the Sea Turtles had a reason for putting Teriyaki in, and he's had a pretty decent game. And they're not done yet.
Chad.
Yeah, as Chad puts one away. As we mentioned, Teriyaki, a cool little touch backing up, flips it off the post. Nothing Reeve can do there. An even better finish from Chad.
See if they can get something working off the kickoff here. It does go in the Sea Turtles' favor. Langelo's going to try to keep it up here. Passes it off the corner. Is this going to take a bounce? Yes, it does. And the Owls take game 3 of the series over the Sea Turtles. That was a good game from the Owls to bring it up. Crocodile really stepped up. I think he was doing more in this series to help his team out. I don't know if the roster move was the way to go here or not. It'll be interesting. I do think they are going to go back to one shot wonder for the fourth game, and I think we can expect this one to be a lot more similar to what the other two games were like after that game 3. So after 3 close games, and Sea Turtles or Owls lead the series 2-1 over the Sea Turtles going into game 4 of the 4-game series. Let's see what the Sea Turtles are going to be able to put together in game 4. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, apparently Chad disconnected.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a roster move.
Well, Chad was in that game.
Or not Chad, or fucking my
Oh,
bad language.
get the
Uh,
sensors out.
yeah,
One shot wonder.
one shot
One shot.
wonder.
Yeah, and we made it through 3 games without the server going down for maintenance. So
Yeah,
that's not bad, to be honest. We didn't get
that's a
cut off in the
practical.
first series. So
Yeah, we did get cut off, didn't we, in the first series?
I thought we got through. I thought we got through it.
I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you.
So long ago.
Yeah,
30 minutes. Anyways, we'll get in here into game number 4. The Owls have taken games 2 and 3. Sea Turtles took game 1. Owls are going to look to close out, hopefully for them, a series win, and the Sea Turtles looking to salvage something out of game 4. I would imagine the Sea Turtles, if it really was a disconnect, they'll probably put One Shot Wonder back in there. He seemed to be a pretty solid contributor in the first 2 games. What do you think?
yeah. No, I definitely. Before that lobby crash, One Shot Wonder had rejoined, so I definitely expect to see him back in if his internet is stable and game and whatever had went wrong for him. Because that definitely I think was the difference between games 3 and 1 and 2 is him being in the game and just Teriyaki and the rest of their team being a little more uh, not comfortable together as they were with One Shot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really no fault of Teriyaki either. It's just it's hard when in Teriyaki's case when he's been sitting for 2 games and might not have even played their last warm-up game or 2 to come in and make a difference. But I thought he did well. But I would imagine they'll probably try to get their regular 3 in here, as it looks like the Sea Turtles have joined the lobby, and we will finally play game number 4.
For sure. I'm excited to see where this one goes. I'm excited if this is going to be a series split for the Sea Turtles. Um, them coming in as the better team in the split. Let's see if the Owls can take one more off of them and come back to start rebuilding their record, bringing it back to even.
Yeah, that would be huge for the Owls, especially for their confidence. They've been playing really well. It would be nice for them to get a 3-1 win, and we'll see what they can do. And along the same vein of what we were talking about how it was hard for Teriyaki to come in, One Shot Wonder has also not been playing for several minutes. It'll be interesting to see how he can adjust.
That is true. I'm sure he was messing around in free play or something else over that time period, but it's still not the same as playing. But I'm sure he was working on keeping warm there.
For sure.
I know I would be if it was me in that situation.
Oh yeah, you do the best you can, but actually being in there with your teammates is a little keeps you a little bit sharper than free play, I think.
Right, and a disconnect like that in the series could have definitely threw off the Sea Turtles just in general.
Oh, I'm sure it did. They had to join game 3 a man down. That was
Right.
tough. As Death Boy with lots of boost, trying some more creative stuff. He lays it off for Reeves, just a little, not exactly in the perfect place, but great save there from the Sea Turtles.
Reeves is going to be up for this. It misses Defo Jr. Tries for a dribble. Defo Jr. is going to keep it in center. Langell with a good clear, one-shot wonder. Tries to put it past Crept Arrow with good shadow defense. Chad with a good dribble on the net and a good shot here off the shadow from Crept Arrow.
Yeah, Shadow, he uses the space he has nicely. He sees that the Owls are a little bit out of position. Death Boy tries his best, but he can't get himself enough in the goal to keep the ball out of the goal. And an early lead here for the Sea Turtles.
The Sea Turtles are looking better, like already with one shot in. Definitely more comfortable. Definitely firing on all cylinders. It looks like so.
Yeah, sure seems to be. They're a solid team to begin with, and now that they've got their lineup, they're definitely going to be a difficult team to break down. But the Owls have been very productive in the past 2 games on offense, but that right there won't help too much.
Boy, giving Langell a free net and a free goal.
That's tough, but you know what? Full credit to Langell. He puts the ball on target, makes the defense make a play, and sometimes good things can happen.
That's right. If you hit the ball on target hard enough times, the opponent's liable to make a mistake anytime. One-shot wonder with a decent clear there. Reeves keeping it in, floats it over onto the backboard. Defo Jr. with another backflip here. Langell gonna have a chance to clear it off to the left side. One-shot wonder is gonna push it up the wall with Reeves. Corrupt Arrow with a touch over to Defo Jr. Defo Jr. is gonna be challenging off the sidewall. Chad puts it up to the backboard. Reeves with a good clear. One-shot wonder is gonna put this back down to Langell. Langell's gonna take a touch over into the blue half. One-shot wonder puts it up to Chad. Langell is going to be backing off as the possession transfers over to the Owls.
Yeah, they get a little bit of a chance, but unfortunately they give it away just a little too early. The Owls, I don't think they're being too starved for boost. I'd like to see them be a little more patient in the build-up on their attack. You know, maybe dribbling a little bit rather than just booming it down the field.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree. That's definitely get you out of defense more if you can take the ball in control and put it where you want it to your teammates and create shot opportunities and pass opportunities.
For sure. Good little sequence there from the Owls. Let's see if they can maintain pressure.
Reeves is going to try to put it center. Langell with a great clear off the corner. Corrupt Arrow is going to put it back in. One-shot wonder puts it up the sidewall. Chad's going to challenge off the sidewall here, putting it onto the backboard. Reeves with a touch in his own end. Off to the side. One-shot wonder is going to be there. Puts it around. Reeves puts it over Death Boy Jr. into the center. Langell with a chance at a shot. Misses. Chad's going to challenge Corrupt Arrow on the side. One-shot wonder's up. Corrupt Arrow puts a shot on net. Langell with a good save. Reeves with a chance at a shot just high off the crossbar. Chad's going to dribble up the field. What a demo by one-shot wonder to give Chad some space. One-on-one with Corrupt Arrow, and he tries past Corrupt Arrow on a fake. Corrupt Arrow's still going to get a clear. Langell's going to take this air dribble over 1, over 2. Reeves back on the save. One-shot wonder with a good challenge on Reeves. Reeves with a good 50 to Death Boy Jr. Chad with up before Death Boy Jr. and is going to put it back into the Owls' half.
Yeah, it's about 30, 45 seconds of just nonstop opportunities, back and forth, back and forth. Neither team able to find the back of the net, though. And you know what? The Sea Turtles are probably okay with that. They're just trying to kill time at this point. If they get a third goal, that's wonderful. But if not, I'm sure they'll be happy with a 2-0 win and a 2-2 split. That
is true, especially with the mishaps in Game 3. To get a 2-2 split here, that would be big for the Sea Turtles. To leave off going into Monday. And that's a great shot by Chad off the backboard, Reed.
Yeah, that might be the exclamation point here in game number 3. Langell smartly plays it off the wall. Chad reads it all the way. That's a tough play to make if you're the Owls, but great offensive series of events there for the Sea Turtles, and they will most likely take game 4 here unless the Owls can get something immediately.
Reed is going to take it up the right wall. tries to go for an air dribble, misses. Langell with a good clear and on an open net, misses the open net to the left. Going to try to center it down to One Shot Wonder. Def Boy Jr. with a good clear off the backboard. Chad puts it back in. Crepdero with a flick over One Shot Wonder. Reed's going to put it center. Def Boy Jr. with a chance at a shot, and Def Boy Jr. puts it in the bottom left.
Yeah, not happy to be shut out. Def Boy puts one away. Nice play there from the Owls. Lots of pressure, lots of good aggressiveness considering the situation of the game. And I mean, it's not impossible. You know, if you get a ball right away, you never know. At the very least, to give them some confidence heading into the next match day.
That's for sure. This was a good series from the Owls. Come out and play like they have. Getting a 2-2 split with the Sea Turtles. Sea Turtles look to be one of the better teams in Contender with a 19-13 record. I'm not sure what the rest of Contender's looking like, but 19-13 is definitely nothing to be ashamed of. So
Well,
for the
absolutely. And in the RSC format, where half the teams in most of the tiers make the postseason, um, you know, I think we saw two solid teams, and a 2-2 result on the series seems about right. We saw the Owls doing really well. I know the Sea Turtles had some personnel problems in Game 3, but the Owls deserved that win, and it's good to see these two teams show up and play some quality games.
yeah, no, those were some great games from both teams, and I was glad that I got to watch it. Um, and I'm excited to see what the Contender tier has to show for playoffs when it comes around because these were some really good matches for uh for such a low tier as in RSC standpoints. Like I did not expect to see what we seen tonight. My first time watching Contender as in RSC matches was.
Yeah, absolutely, and it'll be fun to see, especially when we get into the back half of the season. Um, Especially as we get into the back half of the season, what teams show up? And I don't think you can count either of these teams out. I think the Owls showed why they belong in the playoff hunt, and the Turtle, and then the Sea Turtles showed why they are a favorite to be in the playoffs. So it'll be fun to see as we move along.
Yes, it will. And I would like to also thank everybody in chat for tuning in tonight to match day 9 of RSC for the first match of the minor tier and the second match of Contender. I'd also like to thank Ty for coming in, stepping in, and casting with such short notice. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I would also like to thank A Bomb behind the scenes making this all happen for us. And from the casters here at RSC, um, we'll see you on Monday.
Absolutely. Have a good night, everybody.